Welcome to my YouTube channel, Road Rider, and thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into one of the most extreme motorcycles ever built, the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja H2R. This is not just a superbike, not just a track beast, it's a relentless engineering marvel. A supercharged symphony of power, performance, and prestige. So grab your helmet, metaphorically speaking, and let's break down everything you need to know about the 2025 Ninja H2R. Its design, performance, engine tech, riding experience, upgrades over previous generations, and whether or not it still holds the throne in the hyperbike category. Right off the bat, the Ninja H2R is a head-turner. The 2025 model retains the signature menacing look that Kawasaki has cultivated over the years but refines. The fairing is crafted entirely out of lightweight carbon fiber, with updated aerodynamic winglets integrated into the sides and nose cone. These winglets are not just for show, they're critical for high-speed stability. It's generating significant downforce when this monster breaches triple-digit speeds in a matter of seconds. Kawasaki has slightly reshaped the air intake ducts too. Improve cooling and airflow management. From the laser-cut trellis frame visible underneath the bodywork, to the exposed single-sided swing arm, every inch of this bike screams performance and danger. The H2R is unapologetically extreme, and that design language hasn't been diluted one bit in 2025. The 2025 H2R is powered by a 998cc supercharged inline-four engine, a motor that has been meticulously tuned and enhanced from the previous model. Kawasaki engineers have now extracted a peak output of 341 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right, minus 341 horsepower, and that's without ram air assistance. With ram air at full force, the number nudges closer to 360 HP. This is not a street-legal motorcycle. Torque has also been slightly boosted for 2025, now delivering 165 Nm at 12,500 RPM. With a flatter torque curve for more tractable power delivery through the rev range. The revised supercharger impeller blades are now made from lighter and stronger materials, allowing for quicker spool-up and better thermal management, critical when you're redlining near 14,000 RPM. The 6-speed dogring transmission is derived straight from MotoGP technology, delivering precise, lightning-fast shifts. And yes, it comes with a bi-directional quick shifter and auto blipper that feels incredibly responsive under both full throttle and downshifting scenarios. Kawasaki has also refined the ECU, its mapping for 2025 to improve throttle response in the low to mid RPM range, making the bike a bit more manageable, and I use that term loosely in track conditions. Electronics and rider aids. Speaking of electronics, the 2025 H2R gets Kawasaki's most advanced electronics suite to date. You get the latest version of the Kawasaki Cornering Management Function (KCMF), which works with the 6-axis Bosch IMU to manage traction. Braking. Here's a quick breakdown of the electronic arsenal. Launch Control Mode (KLCM) for controlled, blisteringly fast starts. Traction Control (KTRC) -9 level adjustable with track and wet settings. Engine Braking Control (KEBC) allows the rider to customize deceleration feel. Lee control to prevent the front end from launching. Skyward. Quick shifter KQS for seamless gear changes, up and down. Apps with cornering function managed by the Bosch IMU. The TFT dash is now a full color. A 5-inch display that integrates smartphone connectivity via Bluetooth and the Radiology app. You can log laps, view performance analytics, adjust settings on the fly, and even monitor tire temperatures if you've got the right sensors installed. Holding all this power together is a high-tensile steel trellis frame designed for optimal torsional rigidity and lightweight balance. The suspension setup is premium grade, as expected. Front, KYB AOS 243mm, inverted forks, fully adjustable. Rear, KYB Racing Spec monoshock with piggyback reservoir. Braking is handled by Brembo. Stylema. Calibers biting into dual 330mm semi-floating discs up front. With a single 250mm disc at the rear, the feel is sharp, the stopping power is immense. And there's almost no fade. Even after repeated high-speed braking on the track, wheels are forged aluminum, shod with slick Bridgestone Batlax VO2 tires. Developed in conjunction with Kawasaki specifically for the H2R, riding experience riding. The Ninja H2R is not just an experience, it's a physical and mental test. The sheer acceleration, the way the supercharger screams as it spools up, the sound of the engine hitting peak RPM, twist the throttle, and you're pinned. You don't just ride the H2R, you hang on. The front end feels like it wants to lift, constantly, while the rear clawingly puts down every ounce of torque it can. The traction control keeps things in check. But there's always a fine line between glory and disaster. But be warned, this is not a beginner's bike, nor is it even suitable for most experienced riders unless they are on a closed course with proper gear and skills. The Ninja H2R demands respect. Slight power increase now making 341 HP, 360 plus with ram air. Updated aerodynamics, improved winglet design and airflow ducts. Next-gen electronics, sweet, more adjustability, better integration with mobile tech, improved cooling, more efficient radiator and fan system to keep temps in check during extended track sessions. The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja H2R is not for everyone. In fact, it's barely for anyone. But for the few riders who have the experience, courage and bank balance to tame this beast, the H2R is a once-in-a-lifetime machine. This is Kawasaki's engineering statement. This is them saying, we can build. This, can anyone else? And to be honest, no. No one else builds anything quite like the H2R. Outro thanks. So much for watching this in-depth review of the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja H2R.